And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is WSVC Radio coming to you live from St. Vincent College, Chuck Knoll Field, for today's football game where the St. Vincent Bearcats take on the Geneva Golden Tornadoes. Today's homecoming for St. Vincent. The crowd is eager to see the team take the field and just 7 minutes and 50 seconds away from kickoff. As you may be able to hear, right behind us is the St. Vincent marching band as they perform the alma mater to St. Vincent. And thank you, St. Vincent March of the Bearcats.
Marching band and marching band alumni.
And joining the table with me right now are two sportscasters of WSVC. Lead sportscaster Colt Easterling and sportscaster Grant Archuleta will be taking over for your commentary of today's game. St. Vincent Bearcats versus the Geneva Golden Tornadoes. Guys, it's great to have you guys here. What a beautiful day it is for football.
Thank you, Matt, for that great intro. As the teams start to take the field here, Bearcats walking down the hill. Talk about a couple keys of the game for both teams. Both teams are run heavy, going to need to look to strengthen that O-line. O-line having to put their heels in the ground and block well for the running backs, and also needing to play mistake-free football. Both teams coming off 2 losses and needing to play mistake-free football if they want to get a win here tonight. Joshua Wyatt and Wiley Purry, captains for the Bearcats, coming out for coin flip.
And here comes Coach Aaron Smetanka, head coach of the football team, leading the rest of the team onto the field at this time.
Ladies and gentlemen, U.S. Vincent College Bearcats.
And there was just Coach Gino DeMarco, head coach of Geneva's football team, as they also take the other side of the field.
Now on the field for today's coin toss, Geneva's captain. Number 1, Camila Romano. Number 7, Darren Myers. And number 44, Reed Gordon. And St. Vincent captains, number 8, Wiley Purdy, number 95.
Last week, St. Vincent played Waynesburg University and lost 21-7 here at Chuck North Field.
2018.
St. Vincent's sophomore running back Dante Sanders ran for a season-high 160 yards and a touchdown. Last week, Geneva played Case Western Reserves, spoiled Geneva's homecoming, jumping out to 28-0 in the first quarter.
Tails is called. It is heads. St. Vincent, you want to toss, you want to receive, or you want to defend? That way. St. Vincent has won the toss and have elected to receive.
Bearcats with aggressive play here, winning the toss, electing to receive the opening kickoff.
Thank you, buddy. Hey, thank you.
Last week for Geneva, their bright spot was Landon Smith, their running back, who got them on the board as they would lose that game to Case Western 56-14.
Body kickoff, they're ready for the line right.
Keegan O'Brien.
Back deep to receive, number 14, Keegan O'Brien, and number 4, Austin Wells.
Keegan O'Brien and Austin Wells back to receive for the Bearcats as Geneva gets ready to kick this one away.
And we are live now. Kickoff about to happen. Geneva Reitler will be kicking it off to Keegan O'Brien for the St. Vincent College Bearcats. Bearcats elected to receive, so you can only assume they're going to be aggressive early. Let's see what they can do with this ball in the first play of the game. Whistle is blown, and it is game time here in Latrobe. Little squib kick to start the game, picked up by O'Brien. He'll head to the middle of the field, fake off the pitch. He's got some good yardage, and he has room to run. Could you believe it? Keegan O'Brien, could he go all the way? It's looking like it, and he is down. Ball is loose, but what a return for the Bearcats. 16 seconds off the clock, and a great start. Absolutely amazing. They were aggressive early, taking that kickoff, wanting to receive, and we have a great start here in Latrobe. What a way to kick off homecoming weekend.
Great work by everyone on kickoff, staying alert and blocking for O'Brien. To see the holes and go right through it. Yeah, he did lose the ball there at the end. The Bearcats were able to recover it.
And that was one of the things that I talked to some of the guys on the team about. They said they need to be better on ball security.
We got a hurt player for Geneva down. Coaches on Geneva's sideline trying to get the refs' attention. Refs aren't giving him any looks.
Play will go. Not sure if it'll count. They shouldn't be penalized for that since he can't get off the field, but
Now the refs will stop the game. The trainers go out and see that Geneva player.
Timeout, injured player. Defense.
Geneva will call the timeout. Looks like someone was injured on the kickoff, wasn't able to get off the field. But as I was saying, talked to a few of the St. Vincent defenders. Geneva has only 11 fumbles on the season. So they need to take advantage of their mistakes. They're one of the most disciplined teams in the pack, so we're not going to be able to give up the ball on fumbles like that and just capitalize on their mistakes. Luke Lewandowski getting his first play or second play from scrimmage now. It's Dante Sanders in the backfield. They'll hand it off to Sanders. He'll go right up the gut. Helmets flying off for a minimal gain.
Number 44, Lee Gordon.
Penalty violation offense. 25 will have to go out one play.
We'll now move to third down and 8 to go. We'll love to get some scoring done here early. St. Vincent has done well when they score first and have a lead. Not so much when they're trailing. Beck, the third down running back now in the game for the Bearcats. He'll get the ball, and he'll go.
Good blocking there up front by the Bearcats. Giving Beck a nice hole to get through.
For Bearcat, first down.
First down, Bearcats. He's able to pick up 8 on the 3rd and long. Now we just have 1 yard to go for the Bearcats' first score of the game. That was a nice run from Beck, about 9 yards to get them down to the 1 yard line and a goal to go. Sanders back in the game. You got to think they give it to him. Number 44, Bliley, looks like he's going to be blocking for him. He jumps over the pile for a Bearcat touchdown. Dante Sanders. But there is a flag on the play. We'll see if it'll hold.
Flag on the play.
If the call stands, it'll be 6-0. Bearcats off to a quick lead. And at the moment, it looks like it's going to be taken back. We'll see if the Bearcats can punch it in once again.
Result, touchdown. After the play was over, personal foul, offense 53. That penalty will be enforced on the kickoff.
The touchdown is good after all. They're going to put the penalty on the kickoff from Anthony Capozzoli. And Kosalicki for the PAT. Snap, hold, both good, and splits the uprights, making it a 7-0 lead for the Bearcats.
Really a great first drive from the Bearcats. A great opening kickoff return by Keegan O'Brien. Capped off by a running touchdown of 1 yard by Dante Sanders.
Yeah, you can't really ask for a much better start than that. You know, Lewandowski's got to be a little worried about his first start, especially on homecoming weekend. Keegan O'Brien making it a lot easier for him on that kickoff.
And when he starts, when they get down to these short yardage positions and they want him to throw the ball, they're going to have to look for his receivers to pick him up, make short yardage plays to ease him into the game.
Absolutely. Being able to rely on that run game and big plays like that from playmakers like O'Brien will certainly help.
Number 13, William Gibson, and number 8, Landon Smith, back deep to return.
It'll be running back Landon Smith on the kickoff for the Geneva Golden Tornadoes as they get their first offensive drive of the game.
See if the Bearcat defense can hold strong on this first drive.
And it would be junior Justin Emig kicking off for St. Vincent. We'll see if Smith has as much luck as O'Brien. We'll see what happens. Here goes the kickoff. Emig boots it to number 13. That's Liam Gibson on the return. He's got a lane. He's headed left. Knocked out at about midfield. Not as good as O'Brien's, but still certainly a good return to get this Geneva offense started.
Gibson on the return, brought down by the return of Tyler Hunt. First down, Geneva.
Good work on the back end from the return team. Or from the Bearcats, excuse me. Able to break, contain, and get over there and make the tackle.
Caleb Romano under center for the Tornadoes. Looks like they went for the first option on that triple option. That'll be the fullback David Reed on the carry. Just 1 yard. It'll be 2nd down and 9. Ball on the St. Vincent 41-yard line. Romano under center once again. And a snap. Looks to be number 0, Philip Ransom. on the carry.
The Tornadoes working out of a triple option package here. Bearcat defense gonna have to be really disciplined, not getting caught sleeping.
This is one of the big things that the Bearcats wanted to work on this week. Not letting the defense or not letting the offense Romano under center now. See which option they go to. He's going to sling it down the field. It's headed to it. And that looks like a touchdown. Or down at the 1. What a throw and catch. Number 9, Keaton Baker. Great throw.
Baker did a great job there of looking at the ball, seeing where he was in the field, and staying inbounds. Unable to cross the pylon.
Yeah, pushed out at the very last second, but once again, both these teams relying heavily on their run game, so you got to think they'll punch it in here at the 1, just like St. Vincent did. We'll see what the call is. It is a touchdown for the Geneva Golden Tornadoes. They strike back early, and in the first 4 minutes, we already have points on the board from both teams.
The issue for the Bearcats there was because Geneva's playing in, the triple option system, the quarterback keeping the ball rolling out, the backside needs to be so disciplined at recognizing the run and pass and getting around and not getting caught deep like they did there.
It'll be number 91, Evan Baker, for the PAT. Looks good from here, and it is. Make that a 7-7 game. Tied up.
In the first quarter, score is tied 7-7. For the latest Bearcat news, stats, photos, video highlights, and more, follow St. Vincent Athletics on X and Instagram at SVC_Bearcats, and bookmark the official SVC Athletics website.
Last year in this game, Geneva took a 14-0 lead early, and then the Bearcats would rally with a 21 unanswered points in the second quarter to pull away for a 28-19 win.
Yeah, let's hope we see a lot of the same.
Right going around for the kickoff. O'Brien and Wells back deep towards her.
So be O'Brien's second chance to make some magic happen here for the Bearcats. It'll be Ryan Reutler for the kickoff for the Geneva Golden Tornadoes. Let's hope we see a similar result here for the Bearcats. Shorter than last time, O'Brien takes it about the same side. He'll go to the middle once again. He'll split the defense. Not as far as the last one, but still a great return there for O'Brien, the sophomore out of Kent Island, Maryland.
O'Brien on the return, ball time for 15 to the keeper. First down.
Don't mind, we'll talk about that big play that set up the Geneva touchdown there. Caleb Romano, a 38-yard completion to Keontae Baker. Really phenomenal pass and catch from that duo. I know they want to rely heavily on their defense or on their run game, but that proves that they can throw the ball a little bit as well. It'll be Luke Lewandowski under center once again for the Bearcats. He'll hand it off to number 3, Billy Beck. Capozzoli leading the block. He'll get a few yards there.
Goes back on the carry, brought down by number 99, Alex Gonzalez. Second down.
Gonzalez on the tackle for the Geneva Golden Tornadoes. Beck not able to pick up any yards on that play. Beck will head off the field now. Looks like we'll bring in a few more receivers. You got to think pass here.
I would expect a short yardage pass here.
Yeah, chunk plays. That's what we're looking for. O'Brien in motion. It will be handed off to Sanders. He's able to pick up a few after a few O-linemen go down. Capozzoli leading the block once again.
Great work by Sanders. Keep turning his feet, trying to get as many yards as he can. Now we'll see Lewandowski's first pass.
Another 3rd and mid here for the Bearcats. They were able to pick up last time for the help of Billy Beck. We'll see what they go with here. It's Beck in the backfield. Let's see if he can't help them get this third and mid like he did last time. Sanders also there. They got them all lined up. Whistle is blown. We'll see what the...
Car snap, timeout, St. Vincent.
That's a timeout for the St. Vincent Bearcats prior to the snap. So they'll head into the huddle and talk a little bit more about this upcoming play.
St. Vincent a little slow there to get to the line. Trying to avoid a delay game as the play clock was winding down.
As we mentioned earlier, St. Vincent has defeated Geneva in each of the past 2 seasons and has won 5 of the past 8 meetings with the Golden Tornadoes. The Bearcats have also won their last 3 homecoming games, so they look to extend that streak to 4 here today.
Third and 6 for the Bearcats.
Three wide receivers and a tight end, along with Beck in the backfield. Sanders not on this play. Lewandowski rolling out. Diving catch from Biley, but unfortunately don't think it'll be enough to pick up the first down. That'll be a 4th down and 6 for the Bearcats, and they will elect to punt as they are still in their own side of the field. It's number 6 sophomore Deshaun Alexander punting for the Bearcats. He's been pretty solid this season. And it'll be Landon Smith in the Geneva end zone to receive this punt.
Timeout, Geneva.
As another whistle is blown,
Timeout.
Geneva takes their first timeout of the game to get set and ready for this kickoff.
Going back to that 3rd down play, Bearcats trying to ease Lewandowski into the pass game, rolling him out right. Unfortunately, the ball was a little low for his tight end. Tight end did a great job making the play. Only got about 2 yards. Not enough for the first down.
Alexander punt looks like it was tipped by either his own lineman or one of the Geneva defenders. Didn't go very far, so Geneva will have great field position once again.
First down.
Geneva gets a break there. Set up in good field position here for the second drive. Off the block punt.
Yeah, things like that. Wonder if he should have went for it on 4th down. I don't think that's the call there, but certainly makes you think when they're blocking punts like that. Romano now under center for the Golden Tornadoes. He'll take the snap. He'll fake it to his running back Landon Smith and hand it off to number 8 for a minimal gain.
Brought down by number 90, Peyton Archuleta. 2nd down.
Just 1 yard there after the tackle from Horocek. They'll look to get a few more yards on this play here. After that great pass from Romano, Baker connection, you got to think maybe some more passing will be in their future. Romano will keep the ball for the first time today. He'll pick up a few yards. It'll be 3rd and about mid.
Brought down by number 8, Wiley Perry.
Wiley Perry with his first tackle of the game, and I think this brings us to a great point to talk about him. Phenomenal player, Wiley Perry is. Absolutely star for the St. Vincent College Bearcats defense. All Pack last season, led the league in tackles with 111. 3rd and 5 now here for Geneva. Hill rolling out once again. We've seen this play before. Let's see if... And a great tip by number 20, Robbie Labuda.
Number 8, Landon Smith. Broken up by number 20.
Leading the team in interceptions with 3 so far this year.
Yeah, 2 of them coming against Allegheny earned him Pack Defensive Player of the Week. Really good stuff there from Mono to force a 4th down.
Wouldn't be surprised if Geneva starts bouncing this run to the outside, as the first 2 drives did a lot of right down the middle.
Who other than O'Brien receiving the punt for the Bearcats? Number 91 to kick it off for Geneva. That's Evan Baker. High punt brought in by number 4,
Austin Wells. They're calling fair catch.
First down.
Bearcats going to be starting here on the 5-yard line.
Yeah, the closest they've been to their own end zone today. So this will definitely be a long and hard drive if the Bearcats are able to complete it.
Bearcats going to have to trust the pass here. This front line's got to work hard to give time for Lewandowski and or the running backs to get through.
Biley in motion. He'll head off to the right side. It'll be Sanders with the ball. He'll jump outside, spin move. Picks up a few yards.
Sanders on the field. Brought down by number 6, Cameron Smith. Second down.
Good work by Cameron Smith and the Geneva defense to rally on that tackle.
Yeah, that's Sanders' 4th attempt of the game. Only about 10 yards in total, though. Sanders to Lewandowski's left. You also have receivers number 6 for the Bearcats, Jeffrey Downs, all the way on the outside. Lewandowski will keep the ball. Flag on the play.
Lewandowski on the carry. Brought down by number 8, flag on the play.
Holding. Offense. Number 44. That powers the time.
Bearcats deep in their half on a holding call, pushing them even further back here.
Yeah, first penalty of the game for either team comes in the Bearcats' direction. It'll be 2nd and 9 now for the Bearcats. Ball on their own 12-yard line. They're going to have to fight hard to get this first down.
Or at least giving room for Deshaun to try and get a better punt off.
That as well. You don't want them too far in the end zone to risk some points on the board for Geneva. Lewandowski in his own end zone just has to throw it away to the sideline. That'll be incomplete. Bring up the Bearcats 3rd and 8 now.
Safety Lonnie Kraft there on the blitz, pushing Lewandowski into his own end zone and having to throw that ball away.
Landon Smith, back deep to return.
This will actually bring up 4th down, and the Bearcats will elect to punt. Alexander, the sophomore, boots it off. Much better result than the first time. Geneva will still have good field position, though, to put some more points on the board. Both teams came out really, really quick, putting up 7 points apiece in just 2 minutes.
Purchase of entrance to the stadium. All proceeds directly benefiting the St. Vincent Bearcat football program. Go Bearcats!
Go Bearcats indeed. And since those 2 scores we had early off in the first quarter, we've seen nothing but punts here so far.
I'd like to think in Geneva's head, they're already thinking about field goal for sure. Like for sure field goal in this field position starting on the 44-yard line.
Taking lead on the carry, brought down by number 99, Brad Woodforth. 2nd down.
David Reed on the carry for the Geneva Golden Tornadoes, unable to pick up any yardage there. And look, you got to think that's a false start from Wyatt there. No call from the refs. Bearcats get away with one. Smith in motion. Romano will hold it. And that's a good play from the St. Vincent defense.
Carry brought down by number 20,
Robbie Labuda, who made the play on that last drive to force a punt for the Golden Tornadoes, brings down Romano there once again. No gain so far on this drive for the Geneva Golden Tornadoes, and Bearcats will look to stop them on this 3rd and 9.
Be about a 52-yard field goal if the Bearcats are able to stop him here. Not sure if Geneva's kicker has it in him.
Yeah, wind would be helping, but still, that's a long way even for the big guys. And that's Landon Smith.
Landon Smith on the carry.
Going to be short here. 4th down for Geneva. Coach is yelling, go for it. The offense will stay out there.
I have to agree with this call from DeMarco. I have to agree with this call. If you want to make, we saw St. Vincent get away with a penalty so far on this drive. They also committed a penalty earlier on offense just before this drive. So I like this play call from DeMarco. Just 4th and 2. So look for the triple option here. Who will it go to? That's a pitch over to Landon Smith. Just 2 yards he needs to get. It'll be close, but it looks like he got it.
Brought down by David Sterling. First down to Geneva.
David Simuwong with the tackle for the Bearcats, but unable to hold Geneva on that drive. Would have been good field position for the Bearcats. We get a new set of downs for Geneva. And it'll be Landon Smith once again bouncing to the outside. And the ball is loose. That looks like it's going to be a St. Vincent ball. And that is, who forced the fumble?
Coach DeMarco is yelling outrageously at the refs, saying that his player's foot was out of bounds before the ball coming out. The refs deliberating here.
See what they end up with.
By St. Vincent.
See St. Vincent's
The
ball.
ball stand. St. Vincent forced fumble. What a huge play from the defense.
Robbie Labuda there, able to collect the ball as it was on the ground.
Yeah, Labuda having really a phenomenal game. Just punched out that ball and it popped right up into his hands. Not much more you can ask for.
For sure, saving 3 points on that play, maybe more.
And this offense will come out a little bit quicker than expected. It'll be Billy Beck in the backfield with Lewandowski. Beck will hold it. Able to pick up a good chunk of yardage there, maybe even a 1st down.
Billy Beck on the carry, brought down by
Bearcats really sticking to the plan of pounding the run. Receiving core coming in now for the Bearcats.
Yeah, O'Brien and Wells now on the field for St. Vincent. Beck averaging 4.8 yards per carry so far today. Sticking to the run seems to be doing just all right for St. Vincent. He'll stay in the game. No Sanders to be seen. It'll be 2nd and 5. Muff snap, and Lewandowski will just take the sack. That'll back him up a few yards.
Lonnie Kraft for the Tornadoes, real strong off the end there.
Yeah, that's sophomore Dominic Calabrese on the low snap, unable to haul it in, Lewandowski.
Lewandowski probably making a business decision there to get down, not take any hits.
Yeah, definitely smart. Bearcats already down 2 quarterbacks. Do not want to see another one leave. Israel Reed. I know they're definitely missing him. Helped them to a big win against Allegheny. Lewandowski will scramble out. Hit as he throws. And a nice play there from the Geneva defender, Ariel Peer, to knock that out of the receiver's hands. It'll be 4th down for the Bearcats, and they will elect to punt once again here.
Geneva set full pressure there. Kraft, once again, for the Tornadoes, able to get pressure on Lewandowski, forcing him to throw that pass as he was getting tackled.
Let's see if Alexander can make some magic happen here on the punt. Looks to be one of his better punts of the day, and it'll hit inbounds and go out of bounds on the left side. 39-yard line. This will be the farthest that Geneva will have to truck their way into the end zone from. On the field for the Bearcats right now, you can see Wiley Purry, Andrew Gellin, and Brozenovich, 3 of the big names here on defense. Gellin tied for the lead in the team with 1 sack. Wiley Purry, obviously, a force to be reckoned with. And they'll hand off the ball to start this drive. He'll get a few yards, but pushed out of bounds on the right side near the St. Vincent sideline. That's Lamar Daniels on the run, but there was a flag down.
Holding offense. Number 8. 10-yard penalty. First half.
There'll be holding call on number 8, Landon Smith. The St. Vincent Bearcats obviously elect to accept that penalty, and that'll be 1st and 20 now for the Golden Tornadoes, backing them back up to their own 30-yard line. Hefty crowd here at Chuck Noll Field for this homecoming game. Romano looking to pass once again. Number 3, unable to haul it in. That's number 3 for the Geneva Golden Tornadoes. Seth Tyson unable to haul it in after a great play from Brozenovich.
Tyson had a step there. Romano just playing that ball a little behind him, had to come back for it. And that way the Bearcat DB able to make a play.
Yeah, it really was a great play from the quarterback and the DB. Receiver just unable to haul it in. They'll sub in David Reed for Landon Smith on this long 2nd and 20. You got to think they'll throw once again. Romano scrambling out to his left. Number 31 on the Bearcats slipped and fell, but pass is no good. It is out of bounds. 3rd and 20 now for the Geneva Golden Tornadoes. Got to look for something big here if they want to make something happen on this drive.
Geneva using that bootleg for Romano, trying to get the Bearcats to decide on run or pass. See if they can get something open on the back end. And Romano once again had his receiver open, but overthrew him.
It'll be 3rd and 20 with just over 2 minutes remaining in this quarter. Romano, deep step. And that's a safe and good play there from the St. Vincent defender. That's number 38.
Lamar Daniels there on coverage for the Bearcats. Great job using his body and the sideline as another defender, pushing the wide receiver to the line, looking back for the ball so there's no PI call.
Yeah, nothing good there for the Geneva offense on that drive. Negative 10 yards in total for them after that penalty.
Back deep for a time.
It'll be O'Brien and Wells to take this punt from Geneva. If it's short enough, they'll have a good look at scoring on this drive. Low snap. And St. Vincent elects to just let the punt roll out. Not a bad spot there after the Geneva punt. We'll have 2 minutes and 1 second remaining in this quarter. And we'll turn it to the St. Vincent Bearcat offense.
All fans, the mask be getting a 4:30 in the very mother of Western Challenge. That's very students.
Both teams with just 10 rush attempts today. 2 of them going for touchdowns for each team. Only one reception in the whole game so far was that bomb from Romano to Baker that got them down to the 1 where they were able to score. Nothing so far for Lewandowski as he's thrown the ball only 3 times. Relying heavy on this run game is obviously important. That's number 28, slips, but there is a flag on the play.
Looks like it could be another hold on the Bearcats.
Yeah, 40 or tight end Wiley already has a penalty.
Defense. Personal foul.
It's actually going to be on the defense, so we'll even up the penalty yards here. And St. Vincent will have a fresh set of downs after that play. Not so often that you see a Geneva penalty, I'm going to be honest. I talked with some of the guys before kickoff today and yesterday. They said don't expect them to mess up too much, but after that penalty, got to take advantage of this. Ball's
Also,
on their own 43.
Not that often you see a defensive face mask penalty.
Yeah, that as well. Lewandowski. Number 28 on the handoff, that's Julian Walker. He's able to pick up a few yards after running up the middle.
Like now, number 19, Noah Henderson. Anyway.
The third running back to get some carries for St. Vincent so far today. Beck and Sanders getting the majority of the work, but Walker also able to get a few yards on that play. It'll be 2nd and 6 from about midfield. Walker still in the game. O'Brien to his left. And they'll hand it off to Walker once again. He'll try and jump to the outside, but gets hit by a Geneva defender.
Brought down by Geneva Golden Tornadoes. Third down.
And that'll bring up 3rd down. And we're down into the seconds here for this quarter. About 1 second separating the shot and game clock. We'll see if St. Vincent elects to get one more play off. I think they will.
I don't know. Maybe they'll take it down, try and draw Geneva offsides.
Yeah. It could be a smart play. Haven't had much luck through the air so far today. All receivers on the left side. Got to think either a run or a look to the left. Surveying over the middle. He had the receiver. Goes right through his hands. That's number 4, Austin Wells, unable to haul it in. And now that forces you to have another play in this quarter where you would have rather had like to maybe do a run play and chew this clock and have that time in between quarters to talk about what the game plan is for the rest of the half.
I know it was an incompletion, but Wells had 3 defenders around him, and really Lewandowski put that ball only where Wells could get it, just off his fingertips.
Alexander for his 3rd punt of the day. That'll drop down and end up in really good field position for the Bearcats to end this quarter. At the end of quarter number 1 here in Latrobe, Pennsylvania, we are still tied 7-7. Most of our scoring, or all of our scoring, coming in the first 4 minutes. When we come back, it'll be a Geneva 1st down with 10 to go. That opening kickoff was actually crazy. And we'll start back up with a run for Geneva. And it looks like the ball's out once again. Could you believe it? Oh my goodness. St. Vincent defense making some noise here early. That's Keyshawn Davis, the safety. The senior making his mark with a fumble recovery for the Bearcats. They're really close to getting a touchdown here.
Bearcat defense coming up big once again.
That's exactly what we needed to do. Bearcats were looking to take advantage of Geneva's mistakes. And this is a great chance here. They're already in field goal range, so you got to think some points are going to be put on the board here regardless of a touchdown.
Bearcats going to have to protect the ball here. Don't want to turn over.
Yeah, really got to hang on to this one. It'll be Sanders up the gut. He'll bounce to the outside, pick up a few yards.
Dante Sanders on the carry, but down by Cameron Smith. Second down.
Cameron Smith on the tackle, one of these big linebackers for the Geneva Golden Tornadoes. And we'll have a Geneva sub. Number 99, Hunter Duval, will come in for the Tornadoes. Second down and 12 after the Sanders negative run. They'll throw. That's a completion. Luke Lewandowski's first completion of the game goes to the senior Esdell.
Number 18.
That was Downs on the catch, not Esdell.
Hit out with receiver downfield. 81 was covered up downfield. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
And we'll have an ineligible man downfield penalty here for St. Vincent. That'll erase Lewandowski's first completion of the game and one of the first positive passes for this Bearcat offense. It'll be 2nd and 12 on St. Vincent's own 25-yard line. Need to put some points on the board. I don't mind if they go for a run here, even though it is a long way to go. Field goal is good here. We know this is going to be a close game coming in, so we'll see what happens. Looks like they're being a little bit more comfortable with the pass on this drive. And honestly, Lewandowski putting the ball right where you want it. These receivers just unable to haul them in right now.
Downs had a linebacker kind of right in front of him. Lewandowski was able to thread the needle there, and Downs unable to make the catch.
This will bring up a 3rd and long here for the Bearcats. 3rd and 17.
Wouldn't be surprised on just a run to Sanders, get him as close as possible, put the ball where the kicker wants it.
Yeah, let him do his thing. It'll be Lewandowski taking it himself. He jukes the defender, able to stay in bounds. And we'll see where they mark him. That's a great run for Lewandowski after nothing was open down deep.
Good vision by Lewandowski to be able to see the pocket breaking down and seeing the gaps, take off, pull the ball, stay on his feet, make a play for his team when they need it the most.
Yeah, a really great run there from Lewandowski. His first positive yardage. I really wouldn't mind if they went for this. But it looks like they'll elect to kick. Not sure how much yardage they had left. 4th and 5. Yeah, that's a close call as the Geneva defender runs on the field. And DeMarco not thrilled with what just happened.
Power staff, Geneva calls timeout.
The DC for Geneva fired up after wasting a timeout. And that's a big mistake from number 10 for this Geneva defense. That gives the opportunity for the Bearcats to take a little breather here, make sure this three-pointer is good.
Adam Koshiliki on to attempt the field goal.
It's Koselicki on the field for the Bearcats to put through this 3 points. Snap, hold, both good. And the field goal's good for the Bearcats. We finally have some scoring here that weren't for the first 2 drives. It's a field goal for the Bearcats after Koselicki's field goal. And you got to look back to that play made by Keyshawn Davis, able to recover that fumble earlier on this drive to put the Bearcats in a great field position in order to put some points on the board to take the lead by 3 points.
See if the Bearcat defense can make another big play.
Yeah, that was great work from the Bearcats there. Able to capitalize on that play from them.
Justin Amy on for the kickoff.
It'll be Justin Emig kicking off for the Bearcats. And number 17, Tyreek Goodwin. And number 13, Liam Gibson down here close to the St. Vincent end zone. Wind hurting on this kickoff, so don't expect it to get on a touchback. That'll be Gibson taking it out from the St. Vincent 5. He'll just lower his head and go through the middle of all the St. Vincent College defenders, able to pick up a few yards there.
Down by Davidson on first down. For the latest Bearcat news, stats, photos, video highlights, and more, follow St. Vincent Athletics on X and Instagram at SVC_Bearcats. And bookmark the official SVC Athletics website at athletics.stvincent.edu. Go Bearcats!
The official stats for Koselicki's field goal was a 30-yarder. Romano takes the snap. He'll hand it off, or fake the handoff, and try and take it up the gut himself, but to no avail.
Bearcat defense doing a very good job at reading this triple option from Geneva. Able to shut it down.
Yeah, I know that was something that they were looking at when watching Geneva film. I mean, how can you miss it? Only one receiver on the field for Geneva. They'll elect to go with the pitch to Gibson, or Landon Smith rather, and looks like he's able to pick up the first down for Geneva.
First down.
Labuda with the tackle continues to have himself a great first half here. Slowly working their way into St. Vincent territory. This is what Geneva's all about, chunk plays. They don't go for the deep shot very often, but you saw earlier in the game when they did go for it, they were able to make some magic happen. And they'll elect to go with Landon Smith once again, right up the middle, splitting the Bearcat defenders. Able to pick up a few yards there.
Down by Fred. Look for 7 down.
See, and that's the punch that makes this Geneva offense so hard to deal with as a defense, because they can bounce it out wide or they can go straight up the middle. So defense, once again, has to stay disciplined.
Yeah, Romano mobile as well, so makes the triple option a real big threat. Ball now at midfield with 3 to go on the second down. They'll hand it off to number 25. That's Luke McKee. He'll get just a few yards on that play and officially into St. Vincent territory.
Plays Finley on the carry. Brought down by Wiley Curry and Kyle Murray. Third down.
Kyle Murray and Wiley Perry on the tackle there for St. Vincent, two of the stars of this Bearcat defense. It's number 30, David Reed, in the backfield, along with Romano and Smith. We'll see who they go with. It'll be Romano keep it himself. He's able to pick up a few yards on the right side.
Romano on the carry.
Good enough for Geneva first down there.
First down, Geneva.
Good work by Romano to really let the blocks develop.
Yeah, that's Romano's 5th attempt of the game so far, able to pick up his 21st yard of the game. And they'll pitch it out to Smith. He'll try and get to the outside, and a great tackle there for the St. Vincent Bearcats, able to drag him out of bounds.
Second.
And that's Lamar Daniels on the tackles for SVC.
Romano there trying to read Keyshawn Davis's eyes, seeing where he's going to go. Romano, if Davis steps in, he'll pitch it out wide like he did. Or if Davis steps out wide, Romano will keep it and run for it.
Yeah, that was a 6-yard gain for Smith after the tackle from Lamar Daniels. They'll shove it up the gut with David Reed once again, able to pick up another first down. Slow and steady wins the race, and that's exactly what Geneva's doing on this drive. Looks like they're feeling a lot more comfortable now on this drive, just getting a few plays, 3 yards here, 4 yards there, and that's all you need to do. Smith in motion, we'll see what they go with. Romano will keep it once again.
Romano on the carry. Brought down by Labuda and Purry. Sit down.
Second and 5, deep into St. Vincent territory. Not quite in the red zone yet, but if they get this first down, they'll be well on their way to some points. They'll pitch it out to Smith. Bounces left and jukes to the right. Shoved out of bounds by a Bearcat defender, but able to get the first down and officially in the red zone here. Great opportunity to either take the lead or at least tie the game here as we're about halfway through the second quarter. Still just one receiver on the field for Geneva. Romano will keep once again and brought down by a swarm of St. Vincent College players.
Penalty violation number 7, defense. Got one play.
Keyshawn Davis's helmet coming off there. Gonna have to step off the field for this second down play.
Yeah, no, that
Injured player defense. Please set the play clock. 40 seconds.
looks we have a hurt defender for the Bearcats kneeling on the sideline. Hard to tell who it is from here. But the trainers around him hope he's all right. 11 yards to go to the end zone for Geneva. And 2nd and 7 for the first down. Romano under center. And they'll elect to go with a dive right up the middle and pick up a few yards there.
Romano on the carry, brought down by number 91, Andrew Gelling.
Yellen, his first tackle of the game, able to keep the Geneva offense out of the end zone for at least a little bit longer. 3rd and 2 now. They've been averaging, you got to think, at least 4 yards a carry on this drive, so got to stick with it. Romano elects to keep it himself once again. That looks like it's good for 2 yards at least.
Romano on the carry, brought down by Keyshawn Davis.
They'll get a fresh set of downs to try and punch this into the end zone here. With just 4 yards to go and 4 downs to do it, we'll see if Geneva can take the lead.
Bearcats front line's got to stay strong here.
Romano now leading the Golden Tornadoes in attempts here. Looks like St. Vincent's doing a good job taking care of the dive on the first option, but Romano's being able to use his feet, and that looks like Romano finally
Smith on the carry.
on a.
The play by Keyshawn Davis.
Well, that's Landon Smith. Keyshawn Davis making his presence known once again. That'll be 2nd down and 7 after a 4-yard TFL.
Great play by Davis, right? Able to shed his block and get there to make a tackle for a huge loss.
2nd and 7 makes this a little bit more manageable for the Bearcats. Try and hold him. It'll be Romano. He still has it. And flips over the defender. Not quite in the end zone.
Romano on the carry, brought down by number 2, Tyler Clarkson. Yeah.
Just 1 yard to go here for the Golden Tornadoes. If they don't get it here, you got to think that's a position where you go for it on 4th down. Especially with how close this game's going. But that'll be number 30 in for the Geneva Golden Tornadoes. David Reed with his 2nd touchdown of the game, making it known that he's here to play as the St. Vincent College defense lets up their 2nd touchdown of the game. And Geneva now has the lead 13-10. And number 91, Evan Baker, will try and make it a 4-point game. Looks like we got a false start there from the St. Vincent special teams.
False 57, offense. 5-yard penalty, retry.
They'll actually be on the offense. They'll back up this extra point just a little bit. Make it a little harder here for Baker. And that was the center for the Golden Tornadoes, David Polacek, senior. PAT looking a little longer now. Wind still helping. Good snap and hold, and it's blocked by the defense. St. Vincent with a great defensive play there, able to keep it a 1-possession game.
His kick is blocked by Wiley Perry.
Who other than Wiley Perry?
In the first half, Geneva leads 13.
A 1-possession game here with 5 minutes and 47 seconds remaining in the half. St. Vincent would love to be able to tie this game up if they can drive down the field. What a play from Perry.
Great play by the field goal unit for the Bearcats. Able to limit the damage, still make it a 3-point game here.
Yeah, and you got to think all started with that false start from Polacek on the Golden Tornadoes. Able to take advantage of these mistakes from Geneva is what St. Vincent came here to do today, and so far they've been doing that. A couple fumble recoveries, blocked kicks. That's what we're looking for to win this game.
Geneva. Turn from Bearcats. Number 20, Julie Walker. Number 14, Eden O'Brien.
Wells taking this kickoff, and it'll just be a little chip shot. Looks like they don't want it in O'Brien's hands. It'll be number 2.
Brandon St. Pro on the return.
Brandon St. Pro.
By Liam Gibbsy.
I think that has a little bit of respect for Wells and O'Brien. Geneva's coach is not wanting them to get the ball in their hand.
Yeah, certainly. After O'Brien's opening kickoff went about 80 yards, I mean, don't want that to happen again, especially after they could have forced it to be a 2-possession game, but now it's just 1, able to tie it up here with a field goal. And it'll be Lewandowski. Receiver in motion. See what he goes to. Running back right up the middle. That'll be number 3, Billy Beck.
Brought down by number 6, Cameron Smith.
With his 5th attempt of the game, leading the team in rushing yards so far. Despite no completions so far, I like what I've seen from Lewandowski, especially after that big run that set up the field goal for the Bearcats. He's a game manager, and he's doing really well so far. Couple dropped catches. Not his fault. He seems to be threading the needle pretty well. This will bring up 3rd and 7 here for the Bearcats. Just 4 minutes and 30 seconds remaining in the half. Ball's in their own 35. Really would like to get a fresh set of downs. Try and get some points on the board before we go into the locker room. A good block there from the running back. Lewandowski takes off. Able to pick up the first down for St. Vincent, using his legs very well here today. That's exactly what we needed.
I'm not sure if that was a designed run or if Lewandowski just able to recognize that the pocket was breaking down and he escaped when he can. But another great run by Lewandowski to get first down for the Bearcats to keep this drive rolling.
Yeah, let's take this momentum and get another nice play here. Lewandowski hands it off to the running back. Able to pick up a few there after a tackle by
Very brought down by Noah Hutcherson. Second.
4-yard run there. After the 11-yard run from Lewandowski, it was Billy Beck bringing this ball to midfield. Noah Hutcherson and Colt Hill on the assisted tackle. Lewandowski pass a little short there for number 6.
Lewandowski knowing he made a mistake there, putting his hands straight on his knees.
Yeah, trying to force it there to Jeffrey Downs, the senior. He's been here a while. He knows the offense, knows what he has to do to get the ball. Just a little too low for him to grab. Lewandowski rolling out. That's a dangerous pass. We'll see if it was hauled in by the receiver.
Boyd with a great catch in traffic. Lewandowski able to drop that right over the defender's head into the pocket for Boyd.
Yeah, Boyd's first catch of the game and the first official completion now for Lewandowski. That's got to take a lot of weight off of his shoulders.
A tight window for Lewandowski to fit that ball in.
Yeah, definitely. And a nice toe tap by Brian Boyd. Lewandowski fakes the handoff. It'll go to the running back. Able to pick up a good chunk of yardage there. That's Billy Beck. He looks like he's getting the majority of the snaps. And a lot of yelling and screaming from the homecoming crew.
One of the defensive linemen for Geneva had pushed down one of the Bearcat linemen, and I don't know how much was behind that, but it looked like the Bearcat lineman just kind of sold it a little more than they needed to.
And we'll head to the 2-minute warning.
Timeout.
Or 2-minute timeout. Newly added to Division III this season. So that'll be a nice break for this Bearcat offense. They're chugging along very nicely here on this drive. Chunk plays. Lewandowski finally got his first completion. And the duo of Dante Sanders and Billy Beck really helping out this Bearcat offense.
Really, if the Bearcats can get Lewandowski and the receivers on the same page and start completing some passes, it will really open up the run game, which is what we know they want to. They want to run the ball as much as they can.
Yeah, absolutely. We want this Geneva defense to be scared of our run and our pass. And after that catch from Boyd, you got to think Lewandowski is going to feel a little bit more confident.
Bearcats here on the Geneva 34-yard line. 2nd and 4.
Lewandowski drops back. He'll step up and caught by number 14, Keegan O'Brien. Another great play. Lewandowski flirting with that line of scrimmage on that pass, but able to pick up the first down. It'll be a fresh set with under 2 minutes here in this halftime.
Great catch by O'Brien. Looked like there'd be some early contact from the Geneva defender. Ref's not calling that one, but great catch once again.
And another completion. Good to Billy Beck. Picking up just a few yards there.
Lewandowski's back.
And the clock will still keep running.
Step down.
Beck seemed to have a little trouble tucking that ball. Had to slow him down a little bit. Gave time for the Geneva defenders to tackle him.
Yeah. A neutral game, so nothing lost or gained there for either team. Lewandowski, he'll use his feet once again. He's done pretty well with his legs so far today. And that play
Lewandowski on the carry. Out of bounds.
will only increase his yardage. Out of bounds, stopping the clock. Less than a minute here to go.
Lewandowski looking for downs there. But number 1, Ariel Pierre, great coverage there, making Lewandowski change his read and run there.
Yeah, 3rd and 6 now here. All 3 completions from Lewandowski coming on this drive, and they'll look to throw once again, surveying. Nothing on the left side. He's being forced out of the pocket, and
That could look like some holding.
yeah,
Be a hold on the offense here. It's going to bring back Bearcats offense 5 yards.
10-yard penalty.
10 yards, excuse me. 10-yard penalty there on that hold.
that's Eamon Costello, the junior offensive lineman, with the holding penalty. So this will bring back the Bearcat offense with 3rd and 16 now. I think at this point, 16 yards is a lot to ask through the air right now. So I think just either a short 10-yard completion or a good run will make Kostelicki's field goal a little bit easier. He's looking over. That's number 6, complete to Jeffrey Downs. He'll get pushed out of bounds and a late hit. I think that's what it's going to be.
Flag on the play.
Noah Hutcherson. See it being be called there for a late hit.
Yeah.
Defense 19.
Yeah, it was Noah Hutcherson. DeMarco furious. After allowing the Bearcats to pick up 10 through the air and then another 6 after the penalty. Jeffrey Downs after a nice 12-yard catch. It'll be number 3, Billy Beck, once again brought down by number 15 on the Geneva defense. That's Gunnar Kiefer.
St. Vincent.
And St. Vincent will take another timeout here. And they'll now have one remaining with 32.2 seconds remaining here in this half. 2nd down and 9 when the Bearcats come back onto the field.
Fans, be sure to stick around for halftime for the special presentation of the 2024 St. Vincent College Homecoming Tour.
Penalties being a big part, playing a big part in today's game, allowing St. Vincent to block a PAT, which made this a game that's able to be tied up with just a field goal versus taking the lead with a touchdown. And then another penalty right there from Noah Hutcherson. And the ref's telling DeMarco to get back into the sideline. Lewandowski throws, and it looks like he'll just be short of the goal line.
Lewandowski pass complete to the brought down by Cody Patterson.
St. Vincent.
Cody Patterson on the tackle, and St. Vincent has used up all their timeouts. It'll be 3rd and 7.
25 seconds.
So it'll be 3rd and 7 when the Bearcats come back on the field with 25 seconds remaining.
It's not a must, like, make or break drive here. Need the touchdown. Lewandowski, assuming probably might throw. Gonna have to be really cautious with the ball. Not trying to force anything that's not there. Right? A field goal ties the game going to halftime.
Thank you.
Yeah, we obviously knew that this game was going to be close, especially after their past 2 meetings. Very similar records, very similar game plans coming into the week. Establishing run game. Both teams have done that so far today. You got to think Lewandowski's looking to pass, as you said, to either hopefully set up a 1st and goal or maybe even get a touchdown. We'll see what happens here. A running play that doesn't get out of bounds is going to keep the clock running. Kosalicki's got to be ready for run out into the field here. Lewandowski takes the snap, and that'll be intended for number 18 on the Bearcat offense. He was looking for Chris Downs in the back of the end zone.
Downs is staying down. A little slow to get up there.
I have a question on it.
Bearcat front line gonna be strong here. Make sure
Yeah,
get this field goal up and down.
no penalties here. Kosalicki for a 2nd field goal of the day. Snap and hold both good. Has enough leg, and the field goal is good. And it's a tied game once again.
Remaining in the first half. Score is tied. 13-13.
Kosalicki's 25-yard field goal makes this a tied game, 13-13 with just 17 seconds remaining in the half. Not sure if Geneva will just take their medicine and kneel this and head to the locker room or try and go for a big play. They haven't had too much luck through the air except for one catch from Keontae Baker. So we'll see what they do here. It'll be the same return men for the Golden Tornadoes, Tyreek Goodwin, and number 13, Liam Gibson.
Justin Amy on the kick.
It's Justin Amig. On to kick for St. Vincent.
Return.
Bearcat kickoff team got to be disciplined once again. Can't let them get a big return here with 17 seconds left. Try to keep this game tied going into halftime.
And that'll be a low squib kick. Muffed and then picked up by number 10 on this
down at the 18.
Geneva special teams. That was picked up by Ben Pitta. And Geneva will elect to QB Neal.
I will take us to the end of the first half. Score is tied 13.
At the half, St. Vincent tied with the Geneva Golden Tornadoes 13-13. Each team with 1 touchdown. Geneva actually with 2. And St. Vincent with 2 field goals from the help of Adam Kosalicki. As the Bearcats head into the locker room, we'll head to a break at halftime, and we'll be back to the start of the third quarter. What a game we have so far here today.
And this WSVC radio station manager Matt Borer here, taking on the halftime play with you guys. As we are right now waiting for the team to take off from the field, we will then be seeing the homecoming court coming out for crowning of this year's king and queen. And here we see the St. Vincent marching band coming onto the field before the crowning of the homecoming court, as they will begin their performance for halftime.
Thank you for joining us on campus for homecoming and fall family weekend. Please remember that after the game, you are invited to participate in the fun events in Melvin Platts. We will have a rock climbing wall, mechanical bull, petting zoo, and several take-home SVC mementos. Now let's welcome our 2024 homecoming court.
And here's the court coming onto the field right now.
Our first couple is Angelina Bucci and Riley McKay. Angelina Bucci is a bio.
Homecoming court members Angelina Bucci for queen and Riley McKay walking down the middle of St. Vincent Field.
And for campus vision, she's a proud member of the SVC Performance and Respect Life Club. With an exam, chemistry, and math club, she is on the lead here and makes things hard and fun. Riley McKay is a digital art and media major at Whitney, the youngest son of Stephen McKay. Riley enjoys making short films and performing with his friends. Riley says he loves his life since he'd like to thank all of his friends and family for their support. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Angelina Bucci and Mr. Riley McKay.
Coming up next down the field is 2 well-known St. Vincent students, Mason Steffes and Sarah Hartner.
Sarah Hartner and Mason Steffes. Sarah Hartner, daughter of Vincent Hartner, is a digital arts and media major, minors in marketing and theology. on campus, center court, everything more confusing, and women's small groups. It's an active and campus mission, dance team, orientation committee, St. Cecilia Choir, Alpha Delta Honor Society, Bearcat Billiards, and the Outdoors Club. Sarah Pleasant was on homecoming court among this amazing group of students. Vincent Septic, a double major in mathematics, data science, minor in computer science. He's grateful to represent the class of 2025. Mason is an officer for Math Club, Data Science Club, and is president of Bearcat Billiards. He is in Phi Epsilon and ALD honor societies. Mason is also an active leader in campus ministry as well as orientation committee, and would like to thank everybody for making St. Vincent feel like home. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Sarah Harker and Mr. Mason South.
Coming on to the field now, the SGA president and vice president, who also happen to be homecoming court members, Mr. Jacob Devlin and Miss Diana Mostyn.
Her Master's of Business Administration at the University of Pennsylvania. She's Executive Vice President of Student Government Association, a member of the Women's Basketball Team, Marketing and Communications Work Study, Teaching Assistant for the SAP Business One program, and has been part of several other clubs and leadership roles on campus throughout her private segments. Jacob Devlin is a Finance and Business Economics double major. He's currently serving as the president of SGA. He is a tutor, a relay scholar, and a member of Alpha Delta and Omicron Delta X. Jacob is also the treasurer for the Finance and Accounting Club, the senior advisor of the Health and Fitness Club, the dean of the program. After graduation, Jacob plans to pursue a career in finance and wealth management. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Diana Mostyn and Mr. Jacob Devlin. Our next couple is Leslie Soriano.
Coming down the field now, Leslie Soriano and Cam Walker.
Business management minor. Taking pre-veterinary. Leslie is the drum major of the St. Vincent College Marching Band, a senior leader on the activities programming board, the competitive dance team lead of the competitive team lead of SVC Sports, and part of the Alpha Lambda Delta Honor Society. She is a third-year green tech in Rooney Hall and has worked on a variety of events with the Office of Multicultural Student Life. Cameron Walker is a history and secondary education major looking to pursue a master's degree following graduation. He is a student orientation director and senior class treasurer for student government. He's also a member of KVP, Alpha Lambda Delta, and president of Phi Alpha Beta. He was awarded the Kathleen Turkin Medal and the Addison Gibson Foundation scholarships outside of SVC and the small group leader at Cornerstone Ministries. Ladies and gentlemen, Ms. Leslie Soriano and Mr. Cameron Walker. Our final couple is Louisa Diogo and Nicholas Bellman.
And last but not least, coming down the field right now is Luisa Tiriobo and Nicholas Domenico. And rejoining the table right now is Grant Archuleta, who's sitting right next to me. Now, Grant, any ideas on who your favorites are for the homecoming court?
Orientation. Vice President of Tri Data, and is also.
You're smiling here. I know that you.
I like this last couple. I really think they, say the best for last.
It's always it's always an interesting thing to see who's going into the homecoming court. I know that I wasn't entirely surprised when the names came out of different homecoming court members. Just a reminder, those are Angelina Bucci, Sarah Hartner, Diana Mostyn, Leslie Soriano, Luisa Taribo for Queen. Homecoming King Court candidates, Jacob Devlin, Nicholas D'Amico, Lila McKay, Mason Seftis, and Cameron Walker. Each one of these all have great values and really represent St. Vincent. So it was very hard for me to try and think on who could be getting the crowns this year.
2023.
And there are the 2023 Court King and Queen coming back onto the field, who will assist in the crowning. And right there walking onto the field is Father Paul Taylor, president of St. Vincent College.
Now, like to crown the 2024 homecoming king. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you 2024 homecoming king, Mason Septis.
And there we go. Homecoming king is Mason Seftis. Mason's a well-known face here on campus with all of his activities in campus life, campus ministry, and with all of his classes. I have no surprise in this, and I think this is a great choice of the student body for this year's homecoming king.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce to you the 2024 homecoming queen, Sarah Hartman.
And there we go. Sarah Hartner named homecoming queen. Now, funny enough, Grant, what a lot of people don't know is Sarah's older sister was named homecoming queen. It would have been my freshman year in 2021. So I know that the Hartner family is really celebrating today with now 2 queens in the family.
Good for the family.
Congratulations to Mason and Sarah and the entire 2024.
Ironic as well that it just so happens with Sarah and Mason dating that it should be the one couple out of the entire court to be the ones crowned. As Father Paul has now just finished putting on the queen coronet on Sarah, a few photos are being taken here. And 12 minutes now left in the halftime.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for Mason, Sarah, and the entire SVC homecoming court.
And there goes the homecoming court. Each one of them, I still would say, is royalty for St. Vincent, besides for just the king and queen, as each of these do represent the St. Vincent Benedictine values and are great leaders on this campus. Each one should be congratulated for their time as homecoming court candidates. And here we see the marching band now walking back off. Their show coming right after the game. Large crowd here at Chuck Noll Field. Stadium is packed and many other spectators on the surrounding hillsides. Students, families, and alumni all alike. Along with homecoming, St. Vincent is proud to be hosting Fall Family Weekend this weekend. Immediately after the game, Campus Life is hosting a fair over in Melvin Platts with multiple activities, including a rock climbing wall, and many other St. Vincent mementos that can be picked up there by students, alumni, and families. 4:30 will be the alumni mass in the Mary Mother of Wisdom Student Chapel. And then later throughout the night, many of the St. Vincent alumni classes will go into their full reunion parties and dinners.
Winning 50-50 ticket. Get your tickets out. The winner is a green ticket, number 734451. Again, that is a green ticket, number 734451.
In other St. Vincent athletics, last night the men's soccer team played Penn State in Kensington, came out with a draw 2-2 last night, and right now the women's soccer team is over in Philadelphia playing Newman College, and they're winning 2-0 in the second half.
Let's direct your attention to the field as the SVC Performance Dance Team, including 2024 Homecoming Queen Sarah Hartner, is set for a special halftime performance.
And there's the dance team again. Come back out for one more performance. And once again, in other St. Vincent athletics news, the St. Vincent volleyball team is right now at Bethany College, where the score currently is 3-0 in favor of St. Vincent. Just a little over 6 minutes left in halftime, and Geneva is walking back onto the field as St. Vincent is right behind them, coming down the hillside, and will be retaking the field again in just a few moments.
Ladies and gentlemen, St. Vincent College Performance Dance Team.
And just a reminder to all of our listeners, currently the score at halftime stands 13-13. And once again, joining us back here at the table, lead sportscaster Colt Easterling. Now, Colt, with you back here, I do want to get your thoughts. We've seen that it's so far been a pretty tough game for both sides. As we were talking about earlier, O-line for both teams does need to be strengthened just a little bit more. What do you think will be coming out of the second half?
For the St. Vincent offense, I expect more passing, to be honest. That through the end of that second quarter there, you could tell that Lewandowski was feeling a lot better about himself and just able to complete some balls there in the second half. They weren't relying as heavily on the run, so it's nice to spread that offense.
Also, with that pass, being more of an option for Lewandowski in this offense, the run will open up much more. And as we know, the St. Vincent offense is really a run-heavy offense. And also for Geneva, for their offense, they're playing a lot of the triple option package. They're going to want to, bounce that ball outside more to open up the inside. So the Bearcats have to think more on whether or not to, bite on the inside run or, hold their ground and wait to, see what happens.
All right, and with that, 4 minutes left in the halftime. I'll be turning it back over to you guys very soon. Just a reminder for all listeners, to be able to tune in right after the game. WSVC will be hosting a Ask Alumni podcast show from Melvin Platts, where we'll be talking with alumni members about their memories of St. Vincent over the years and talk about the history of WSVC. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thank you very much, Matt. Little under 4 minutes remaining here in half as the Bearcats will get pretty stretched out to begin the second half of the game.
And sorry about that, folks. Little technical difficulty down here at WSVC. 13 minutes, 50 seconds into the third quarter, still 13-13. Leading it back over to sportscasters Colt Easterling and Grant Archuleta to give you the rest of the second half.
Second down.
We'll catch you up to speed. Geneva into St. Vincent territory in just a minute and a half so far. Currently, we're at a second down with 2 to go.
Romano on the carry, brought down by number 95, Josiah White.
And Caleb Romano getting another quarterback keeper, and that'll be good enough for the first down. False start. No call.
Bearcats able to get back onside.
Just in time. Romano takes the snap. He'll give it to his first option.
David Reed on the carry, brought down by Wiley Hurry. Brent Woodford.
Wiley Perry on the tackle after the run from David Reed. Just 1 yard gained on that play for Geneva. Romano will take the keeper. He'll go right up the middle, able to pick up a nice chunk of yardage there. That'll bring up first down for Geneva after the tackle from Kyle Murray.
Good work by the Geneva front line to just really work deep into that Bearcat defense for Romano to run right through.
Just as St. Vincent and Geneva did in the first quarter. They're coming out strong out of the locker room. Able to get a nice chunk of yardage, and looks like he might be able to go all the way. That was number 30, David Reed. Not quite into the end zone yet, but very close.
First down to me.
It'll be first and goal with 4 yards to go for this Geneva offense. They'll be looking to strike early out of the half. Romano hands it off to number 30, David Reed, once again. And St. Vincent comes up with the ball, but David Reed seems to be down.
David Reed on the carry. Brought down by Marcus Hart. Second down.
It's be a loss of a couple of yards there for the Geneva offense. Good work once again by this front defensive line for St. Vincent.
Yeah, especially after an 18-yard gain from Reed. Looking to make some negative plays here. Romano with the snap. Fakes the handoff. He'll take it himself. But was he able to get in the end zone? No, it doesn't look like it. He was picked up and thrown down by Wiley Perry and Keyshawn Davis, two of the big playmakers here today for the Bearcat defense. Another great stop. Let's see if they can get one more to force a field goal. As the defense chants rain in from the St. Vincent sidelines. David Reed standing right behind Romano. Landon Smith in motion. They'll pitch it out to him, and he'll throw it. Landon Smith, the running back, attempted a pass there.
Broken up by Kyle Murray.
That was intended for Keaton Baker, who had the long reception from Romano early in the first quarter. Trick play didn't quite work out the way Geneva had hoped, but they'll still probably get some points on the board bearing a field goal.
Good work by this Bearcat defense. Once again, bending but not breaking. Able to pick up that trick play from Geneva. Something that Geneva can do because of their...
And another blocked PAT. Or field goal, rather, from this Bearcat defense. They've really been able to get vertical here. Absolutely amazing play by this defense.
That front line for Geneva is just getting overpowered by the Bearcats.
Yeah, when you got guys like Purry, Keyshawn Davis, Andrew Gellin, Josiah Wyan, all these guys coming at you at one time, it's a scary sight, and this Geneva offensive line hasn't been able to hold them back. So now the Bearcats will get the ball at their own 20-yard line. And still no score at this half. This Bearcat offensive drive starts off with a quick little run up the middle.
Dante Sanders on the carry.
Sanders back in the game now. Just his sixth attempt.
Second down.
Just his sixth attempt of the game.
Looks like a Geneva player cramping now. Getting some help from his teammate, and the trainer's coming out.
Case Western leads Allegheny at half, 44-7. W&J leads Westminster 14-7 at halftime, and Grove City leads Bethany 45-6 at the half.
Some lopsided scores in other games here in the PAC. Grove City and Case Western both dominating their opponents.
Case Western beating up on Allegheny right now. W&J, Westminster got a close game there, just one possession. And then Grove City and Bethany. Grove City holding it to them down there in West Virginia. We also have a Waynesburg versus Carnegie Mellon night game at 7 p.m. This Geneva defender still down, getting some help from the trainer. Gives an opportunity for the defense and offense to recollect their thoughts and come out with a good game plan here, going into the second drive of the half. Dante Sanders had his was the last play from scrimmage for St. Vincent, and last week's loss to Waynesburg. He ran 15 times for 106 yards and a touchdown. That was his first 100-yard game, and the first time the Bearcats have topped 100 rushing yards this season. He's hasn't done quite that this game so far. He does have the only Bearcat touchdown of the game, but only 6 attempts for 9 yards on the day for Sanders. Billy Beck and Lewandowski getting most of the work in the running game. Lewandowski takes the snap, hands it off to
Billy Beck
number 3, Billy Beck, and brought down by Noah Hutcherson. That'll bring up third down in mid for Bearcats. Third and 8 here for the Bearcats. They came out strong at the beginning of the game. We'll love to do the same after halftime. Lewandowski scrambling around in the pocket, able to make some guys miss with some good blocks up front by the O-line.
Lewandowski on the carry, down by Dante Caputo.
Finally shoved out of bounds just before the first down by Dante Laputa. This will bring up fourth down for St. Vincent, and they'll elect a punt.
Good work by Lewandowski. Even though he did not get the first down, he's able to give Alexander some good room to punt with, getting out of their own end zone.
Sean Alexander on the punt. Keaton Baker back deep to return.
Yeah, this will be Alexander's fifth punt of the game. That was a great punt by him, averaging just under 30 yards a punt so far. That will definitely up that average. That was a great punt from Alexander, getting Geneva into their own territory.
Fans, this afternoon, the St. Vincent College Marching Band will treat us to a special post-game performance immediately following the game's completion. All fans must stay off of the field following the game. Again, all fans must stay off of the field following the game. Thank you.
It's Caleb Romano. He'll hand it off to David Reed, who's swallowed up by a Bearcat defensive lineman. That was 75, Tyler Costanza.
Brought down by San DiPolito. Second down.
$5 yards on the carry there from Reed. Another 5 will get him to the midfield mark. Smith in motion, they'll pitch it out to him. Spun around a few times and finally brought down. See if they get the first down here.
Good work by the Bearcat defense rallying on that tackle.
On the carry, brought down by Tyler Costanza.
Yeah, they were able to see that pitch early and go after it. Only 2 yards there for Reed.
See the Bearcat defense force a punt here.
Yeah, it would be a quick turnaround.
3rd down and 4 to go.
It's Romano, Smith. They also brought in now number 19, Cooper Edmondson. This will be close. But the first down is gained by David Reed for Geneva.
Brought down by Keyshawn Davis. First down, Geneva.
Keyshawn Davis once again on the tackle. Had that fumble recovery earlier in the game that set up a Kosaliki field goal.
Geneva's fullback Reed coming off the field with a limp. Hopefully he's okay. Big part of that Geneva offense.
Yeah, absolutely. He's led the team so far in rushing attempts at the running back position.
Romano on the carry, brought down by Ryan Snyder. Second down.
Caleb Romano on a quarterback keeper there. Looks like they're going to bring in Liam Gibson a little bit more as they check out David Reed. It's Cooper Edmondson, Caleb Romano, and Landon Smith, the options for this Geneva triple option. And that'll be a quarterback keeper for Romano with no gain, maybe a negative gain, and a great play there from Ryan Snyder. That'll bring up 3rd and long. This is definitely one of the keys to the game for St. Vincent, not letting these teams capitalize on 3rd and longs. Make them punt. That's what we need. Edmondson right behind him. It'll be a quarterback keeper. He's looking around the pocket, nowhere to go, but able to find a hole and finally brought down, but the ball is loose.
Romano on the carry, brought down by David Similong.
David Similong on the tackle.
Logan McDonald, offensive lineman for Geneva, with a great block to let his team get some yards there on that play.
Yeah, it looks like there was a first down converted there, so Geneva offense will stay on the field. David Reed back in the game, able to jump up over a few St. Vincent defenders there and get to the outside.
First down, Geneva.
Looks like David Reed will be all right. back in the game immediately with an 8-yard run. That'll be a first down for Geneva. 1st and 10 on their own 29-yard line. They'll run it up the middle again. Ball is flying everywhere.
Reed on the carry brought down by Tyler Costanza. Second down.
But down before the ball came out, so this will bring up 2nd down now.
Ball security for Geneva seemed to be an issue in this game. 2 fumbles and just a couple times where the balls came out. Luckily, they've been down.
That play gets some positive yardage there. Brought down by Tyler Costanza.
Third and 4 for the Geneva offense on the 23-yard line of the Bearcats.
Romano takes the snap, hands it off to David Reed,
Bono on the carry brought down by Davis and Wyatt.
or Caleb Romano rather, brought down by Keyshawn Davis and Josiah Wyatt. This will bring up an interesting position here for Geneva. 4th down, 4 yards to go. They're electing to go for it. This is a big play. Less than 2 minutes left to go in this 3rd quarter. David Reed has the ball, gets 4 yards and more. That's a great conversion there from the Golden Tornadoes. And there appears to be an injured Bearcat down on the field.
Injured player, defense.
Can't quite tell who that is.
That's a gutsy play by the Tornadoes there, going on 4th and 4 in a tie game like this. Maybe not trusting their field goal unit after a couple blocked field goals.
Robert S. carries.
Timeout. Officials timeout.
We hope this Bearcat is okay. The whole St. Vincent medical staff out there assisting him.
Looks to be his left leg, lower part of his left leg. Not sure what happened there, but when you get down in those trenches, anything can happen. David Reed able to pick up 8 yards there on that play prior to the injury. They'll have 1st and 10 on their own 14. If they're able to get it past the 4-yard line, they'll have a 1st and goal to go. As you said, this might not be a situation where Geneva wants to kick a field goal just because of how the field goal unit has been playing today. And St. Vincent has, other than their very first drive, haven't scored any touchdowns. So all their points have come from special teams. And that Bearcat being helped off the field.
Bearcat unable, looks like, to put any pressure on his left leg there. Being brought all the way from help of his teammates over to the medical tent to get checked out. Hopefully he'll be okay.
We'll get back to game action here with Geneva on the 14-yard line. Romano takes it. He'll hand it off to his running back. Able to get a few yards there. Not enough for the first down.
Logan Hortz on the carry. Brought down by Marcus Hart. 2nd down.
That was Logan Hartshorn, his first carry of the game, able to pick up 2 yards there for Geneva. One minute remaining in quarter number 3. Landon Smith still out there for Geneva. Hasn't seen the ball much in this half. Romano elects to keep it. He's brought down just after crossing the line of scrimmage. Marcus Hart on the nice tackle there for St. Vincent. About 10 seconds separating shot and game clock here. Offensive line will look to push their way through into the end zone here. 12 yards to go.
Almost intercepted there
Very
by
close,
the
yeah.
Bearcats. Right through the hands.
Broken up by Kyle Murray.
Murray there on a great read.
Yeah, a nice pass attempt by Romano. Just his 6th of the game. Tried to go for the end zone shot, but unable to come up with any points there. And it looks like they'll, after a long failed third down conversion, they'll look to their special teams once again.
See if the Bearcats can make another stop here.
Yeah, block 2 already. Love to have another one.
Timeout, Geneva.
And Geneva elects to take a timeout here right before the field goal with 11 seconds remaining in quarter number 3.
Going back to that third down play, Romano was, he faked the handoff, trying to see if the Bearcats can sell out on the run there. But Kyle Murray did a great job at staying disciplined, seeing the wide receiver come in the back of the end zone and make a play on the ball.
Yeah, intended for Seth Tyson, that pass was. Murray with 3 total tackles on the game today. Robbie Labuda leading the way for the Bearcats in their tackle total, number 11. And Baker on for the field goal. Bearcats jumped up high, but unable to block it once again.
Baker Smith is up and good.
Had a little cut to that kick.
Yeah, definitely. Evan Baker's kick is good after scaring the right upright. Makes that a 3-point game. 16-13, Geneva on top.
See if the Bearcat return team get themselves in a good field position for their offense as they trail by 3 points, 16-13, with 7 seconds left in the third quarter.
O'Brien and Walker back deep to return.
It's Keegan O'Brien and
kick off.
Julian Walker in Bearcat territory to accept this kickoff from number 84, Ryan Reitler. The lefty boots it off into the end zone. It'll be hauled in and fair caught.
Reitler's kick into the end zone for a touchback. First down, Bearcats.
That touchback will bring St. Vincent offense onto the field in their own 20-yard line.
For the latest Bearcat news, stats, photos, video highlights, and more, follow St. Vincent Athletics on X and Instagram at SVC_Bearcat and bookmark the official SVC Athletics website at athletics.stvincent.edu. Go Bearcats!
Nice run there for the Bearcats to start off this drive. That will
Siriello.
Ciriello on the tackle. This will bring down. This will bring us to the end of quarter number 3, and we'll head to a very pivotal fourth quarter here on homecoming weekend.
Little update on some other St. Vincent athletics. The women's soccer team finished their match against Newman, defeating them 3-0. And the St. Vincent women's volleyball team at Bethany defeated them 3-0.
We'll switch sides of the field, so St. Vincent will be headed down closer to the scoreboard here. It'll be Lewandowski under center with Deontay Sanders right next to him. Oh, and that snap goes right through his legs. Lewandowski able to pick it up. Lewandowski's slow to get up, but he'll be all right. Another low snap.
See, going back to one of my keys of the game is, mistake-free football there, and that's not helping the Bearcats when they're down by 3 points here.
No, definitely not. That was second time that's happened for the Bearcats. That one was a little worse for worry, but still okay in their possession. Makes this third down a lot longer, though.
See if Lewandowski can make something happen here with his feet or the arm. It's going to be the delay of game.
Delay game. Prior to the delay game, St. Vincent will use one of their timeouts.
So the timeout was called right before the penalty occurred. So St. Vincent will have a better opportunity here to convert this third down.
Good work by that coaching staff on the Bearcat sideline, able to get that timeout, recognizing that their offense wasn't set yet for the play clock.
Yeah, one thing of note is that this entire offensive coaching staff is brand new for this Bearcat staff. So it's being able to pick up those schemes, learning a new playbook. I mean, it has to be difficult, but mistakes as easy as a snap like that, just can't let that happen.
See what Lewandowski can do in one of his first starts as the Bearcat quarterback. See some late fourth quarter magic.
Yeah, going to need his longest pass of the day in order to get this third down conversion. O'Brien on his right side. He'll throw it. It'll be complete to Keegan O'Brien. 20 yards is a lot to ask, but
Lewandowski's pass is complete to Keegan O'Brien.
not enough for the first down. It's still a solid completion there from Lewandowski.
Payne Brenton for Geneva going right through the line of scrimmage. Able to get some pressure on Lewandowski, pushing him out wide.
Yeah, that was a great 19-yard completion, so looks like the Bearcats are going to stay here. 10 seconds to get set and snap the ball.
It's a big part of the game right here.
Yeah, will Lewandowski use his legs? Sanders, maybe? I like the call to Sanders. Hold on, man. What a beautiful play there from Dante Sanders. That's what we were seeing last week at Waynesburg. And what a two-play set there for the Bearcats. An amazing throw and catch from O'Brien and Lewandowski, capped off by a Dante Sanders hurdle to get the first down.
So Cody Patterson for Geneva tried to make that play on Sanders. Patterson is a freshman, 5'9", 170 pounds. Sanders, 6'2", 230 pounds.
Yeah, went right for his legs and didn't work out for him. Sanders, patient, once again with the ball. He'll run it up the left side.
Sanders on the carry, brought down by Alex Gonzalez. Second down.
Sanders is a junior here at St. Vincent. He transferred in from Edinburgh, where he played football. So this is his first season here with the Bearcats, earning that starting running back spot. It'll be Billy Beck now in for the running game for St. Vincent. Lewandowski claps, has the ball, fakes off to Beck. Tipped by the Geneva defender, but still able to be complete to the receiver. Brian Boyd with his second catch of the game. That'll bring up third down for this Bearcat offense. Able to get out of bounds, stop the clock. That was a 6-yard corral from there from Boyd, forced out of bounds by Ariel Pierre. Beck staying in the game on this third down. Seems to be more of like a third down running back. That's how St. Vincent designed to use him. And he'll get the ball. And he gets 3 yards and a little more. Able to move these chains once again to get a fresh set of downs for St. Vincent. Lewandowski looks like he's asking the OC for a little advice here. So he'll run back to the huddle and try and make something happen here. Big scoring opportunity here for St. Vincent.
Over on the Geneva sideline, Seth Tyson's getting some hands work on the receiving position. Really going to see that Geneva's going to start throwing the ball a little bit more as we get later in this fourth quarter. Ooh, wow. Big collision here.
Yeah.
Helmet violation defense.
Billy Beck taken down by, looked to be about four or five Geneva defenders there with helmets flying, and Nicholas Priello will get credit for the tackle.
Beck's going to have to get out and get checked up. Possible concussion scenario for him.
Yeah, that was a big play. You could hear from all the way on the sideline, lots of helmets colliding there. Negative gain there for St. Vincent. The look to pass once again brought them back to close to midfield. Lewandowski fakes the handoff, and number 18 for the Bearcats, that was Chris Downs. Slipped and fell.
Seemed like a little miscommunication there. Lewandowski seemed to be going for a deeper route, almost a go route, and Downs seemed like it was more of a comeback. He got 10 yards and tried to cut back and slipped on the cut back.
Yeah, luckily it was deep enough so that the Geneva defender had no chance at it, but scary nonetheless. Another big third down opportunity here for the Bearcats. They were able to get a 19-yard play last time. Let's see something similar. Lewandowski able to scramble out of the pocket, grabbed on a shoulder pad by a Geneva defender, and a great play from him, able to bring down Luke Lewandowski.
Lonnie Kraft there, able to corral Lewandowski, not let him get away. Great play by him.
Yeah, that was a great play from the safety.
Sean Alexander on to punt. Cody Patterson back deep to return.
51-yard field goal, a little too long for St. Vincent, so they'll elect to punt, and Geneva still has the lead 16-13.
Alexander going to have to be smart with this punt, have it not try and go in the end zone, try and drop it down on the as close as he can.
Yeah, that looked like a pretty good punt there from Deshawn.
Looks like Geneva will start on their 10-yard line.
First down, Geneva.
14-yard line, excuse me.
Yeah, better than a touchback though. So we'll take any yards that we can get to help us out. Defensive captain for Geneva telling his players, game not over. No, it is certainly not. There's plenty of time left. Just under 10 minutes, 3-point game. Anything can happen. We've had a lot of fumbles, a lot of blocks, a lot of recoveries, a lot of running. So we stick to the same game plan. And speaking of fumbles, could you believe it? St. Vincent thinks they have the ball. We'll see who comes up with it. And Geneva Seems like they hung on to it. Ref signal, Geneva ball.
Forced fumble recovered by Geneva. Second down.
One topic for Geneva after this game will be ball security. So many fumbles, almost fumbles.
Yeah, Marcus Hart on that play there, able to punch out the ball, but unable to come up with it as Geneva goes back to the run. They'll pick up a few yards there with David Reed.
Smith on the carry.
Or Landon Smith, rather.
Lion. Third down.
3rd and 9, deep in their territory. I wouldn't be surprised if Geneva just tries to run it, tries to, get as much help from their punter as they can.
Yeah, not as much success through the air Geneva has as St. Vincent. So we'll see what they go with here. 3rd and 9, own 15. They'll hand it off. And that was a quick drive there from Geneva, assuming they don't go for this deep 4th down in their own territory. This will bring out the Golden Tornadoes special teams unit.
Romano on the carry. 4th down.
And we'll get one of our first punt returns of the game for St. Vincent. It'll be Keegan O'Brien and number 7, Keyshawn Davis.
Good work by the defense of the Bearcats, able to slow down this Geneva offense, not let them build a long drive, keeping the momentum.
That'll be Baker on the punt. Looks like it's headed Davis's way. Slipped on that muddy grass, but able to haul it in.
Had some rain earlier in the week, and this field isn't as dry as they'd probably like it to be.
Yeah, that is one thing to note for sure. St. Vincent, the only team in the President's Athletic Conference to have a field that's not turf. So coming here is probably a challenge for some of these away teams. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line in quarter number 4, 7:47 remaining. Lewandowski hands it off to Billy Beck, who's coming back in the game, and that's a really long run there for Beck. Tripped up, shoelace tackle there for the Golden Tornadoes. But a great run out to the outside there for Billy Beck.
Holding penalty will bring this play all the way back.
One of the biggest plays of the game for St. Vincent is being brought all the way back to the 43 because of a holding penalty from the offensive line.
Some fans here at Chuck Northfield not agreeing with that holding call,
No.
but it will stand.
Instead of a positive 30, they'll come back -6. Makes this drive a lot tougher. Lewandowski floating it up the middle.
PI, that's got to be PI.
PI call here.
That was early contact from the Geneva defender, pushing down the receiver for the Bearcats. No flag.
No flag call there.
The Bearcat sideline is outraged. So is the fans here. I do believe that was pass interference
Yeah, it
on
looks like it's
Geneva.
from here.
I think Geneva defense just got away with one there.
Yeah.
Pierre in coverage committing that, I guess, clean interaction with the Bearcat wide receiver.
Yeah, that. That rush from Billy Beck was 29 yards, and the penalty was Jeffrey Downs. They'll get the ball once again, but go up the middle.
The only way I see the refs justifying that call is if maybe Pierre was making a play on the ball or something and, made contact, but it looked pretty clear that his arms were fully extended in the back of the receiver.
That was a Julian Walker rush for 5 yards, brought down by Hutcherson and Colton Hill. And this will bring up a 3rd down and 12 for the Bearcat offense. Pretty much right back to where they started after some penalties and some no calls and bunch of other things. But they'll look to get this long third down here. Lewandowski. The receiver didn't seem to come back on that route there. Not sure if that was a mistake on Luke Lewandowski or the receiver, but either way, incomplete pass. We'll bring up 4th and 12, and Deshaun Alexander comes out to punt once again.
Alexander on punt. Patterson back deep to return.
Looks like on that last third down play that the receiver, maybe ran a 12-yard out.
I saw that coming from a mile away. You could see that defender on the prowl. It's a blocked punt from Geneva.
First down, Geneva.
Alexander did exactly what he needed to. I mean, caught the punt well and dropped it quick, but this Geneva defense able to get through the line really quickly, make a play on the ball, able to put it in their St. Vincent territory quickly.
This Bearcat defense needed to make a play at any point in the game. It'd be right now on this drive.
Yeah, certainly. With just over 6 minutes remaining, cannot have a touchdown be scored here from Geneva. Hold them to a field goal at least. No score would be optimal. It will be Romano. That's Landon Smith in the backfield, but David Reed gets the ball and moves up the field quickly.
And that O-line pushing him for more yards.
And
the Bearcats again saying the ball is out.
Down to Terry. Brought down by Snowman's Bearcats. First down, Geneva.
everyone was helping out on that play. The entire defensive line of the Bearcats and some linebackers, along with some receivers and running backs, making the push for Geneva. Full team effort there. Labuda once again gets credit for the tackle, making that his 12th of the game and making his Bearcat tackle lead known. Line gets down. Ball snapped. Over to Romano.
Oh, that was loose.
But a great play, great awareness there from Geneva, able to hop on top of it.
Covered by Geneva. Second.
Looks like Landon Smith jumped on top of that one. Great play from Geneva, or from Smith, rather. And Woodford on this Bearcat defense has had two plays now ruined or spoiled by this Geneva offense. Second and 16. Not much look through the air so far for Geneva. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Romano. So go right up the middle and brought down quickly.
Romano on the carry, brought down by Kyle Murray.
Kyle Murray on the tackle. Walking off with a little bit of a limp, shaking out his legs, but he'll stay on.
These Bearcat defenders going to need to know where the sticks are. Where does Geneva need to be to get this first down? And that needs to be their line of cushion. Gotta watch quick slants, go routes.
They'll elect to hand it off once again, and the ball is loose once again.
And once again, 3 times this drive, Geneva has fumbled the ball.
Yeah.
And have been able to get back on top of it.
Yeah. Looks like Geneva's going to bring out the special teams.
Looks like they're going to, said they were calling for punt, but this does seem like it'd be in field goal range. But I guess it's going to be punt, and they're going to try and pin Bearcats deep in their own yardage. I'd be really surprised if Baker's able to keep this in the field play.
Maybe a delay game or a timeout.
Offense. 5-yard penalty.
Okay.
Smart, giving himself more room.
Yeah.
Probably let him take another delay game, back him up a little further.
Yeah, that's an instance where penalty's actually okay. It's still O'Brien and Keyshawn Davis back to receive these punts for St. Vincent. O'Brien took the opening kickoff about 70, 80 yards. So we'll see what he can do here if he grabs it. That's Baker on the punt. It's short, headed toward Keyshawn Davis, and he'll corral it just outside of the 10-yard line.
Now,
Drive will start on the Bearcats' own 15 with 3 minutes left in this quarter, or in this game, rather. Still have the 2-minute warning to work with, along with all 3 timeouts. So this can be a slow and methodical drive here for St. Vincent. They need to take a play out of Geneva's playbook and go really slow and methodical here. No mistakes. Hang on to that ball. Block good. Capizoli leading the way for this Bearcat offensive line. He's done a great job here today. No penalties. Lewandowski will elect to throw it over the middle, just out of the reach of the Geneva defender, right over the tip of his hands. Able to bring it in.
Philip Ranson there, just over his head, outreached arms. Lewandowski with a great ball.
Yeah, jumped as high as he could, unable to haul it in. And a great catch from the Bearcat receiver. Lewandowski will throw once again. Gets hammered. Gets hit as he throws. No flag on the play. That'll be incomplete. The pass was a 20-yarder there for Chris Downs in the play prior. And the pass Lewandowski just threw out of bounds was intended for Boyd, who has himself 2 catches and 16 yards on the day.
Lewandowski showing his strength here after taking that shot, popping right back up, going to his sideline to get the next play.
Yep. Geneva defenders yelling, nothing over the top. So watch out for the safeties here. Lewandowski scrambling to his right, going to have to take the...
And there's a flag.
Have to take the incomplete. There is a flag on the play.
It's going to be a late hit.
Pass of defense. Number 77. 15 yards from previous spot. Automatic first down.
That's Payne Brereton, the Geneva defender, delivering that late hit on Lewandowski. This will give the Bearcats some solid field position, and hopefully a chance to make this a tied or take the lead here.
Again, Lewandowski showing his strength, waiting until the last second, seeing if anything else will develop before throwing that ball away, which leads to that roughing the passer call.
I would definitely say that he's one of the quickest quarterbacks they have on this roster, and he's showing it here today. I'll fake out the handoff to Sanders in a dangerous pass in the direction of 2 Geneva defenders, but brought in there, number 17, Brian Boyd, who's now leading the team in catches today.
Maybe about a half a yard gain on that play.
Yeah, nothing much there.
That's a 2-minute timeout.
We'll head to the 2-minute warning, and St. Vincent will try and work through whatever they need to put some points on the board here. Just 2 minutes left to go in this game. Possible overtime. Definitely a possibility. No game in the pack has gone to overtime this season, so let's see what happens here.
Lewandowski really settled in this game, especially in the passing game. I know early on he had a couple get away from him, but since then he's really been putting the ball right where his receivers need it. Also early on, his receivers, not helping him out, but now receivers making catches and his offense is rolling.
One interesting thing to note about the Bearcats today are their only field goals on the season. Those 2 that Kosolowski made are their only 2 field goals on the season, or made field goals, I should say. Lewandowski decides to take it himself and gets blown up by number 41 on Geneva. There's a flag on the play maybe for that hit.
What are they going to say? Are they going to say roughing the, no, not roughing the passer, targeting maybe?
Or maybe it's on St. Vincent. Hard to say. Not really sure what happened there. Both coaches yelling at the refs.
The Geneva fans are yelling that he's a runner, didn't slide.
Ruckus, 41.
Unnecessary roughness is the call.
Okay.
That'll go against Nicholas Priello on Geneva. And another break there for St. Vincent. It was a nice rush there by Lewandowski, but this gets them a nice fresh set of downs. It'll be 1st and 10. And now into opponent's territory on their 47-yard line with less than 2 minutes to go.
Definitely going to try and slow the game down here a little bit. Give some rushes for Sanders.
Yep.
Lewandowski really making a name for himself on this drive with a couple key plays.
Most definitely. They'll elect to go with the pass once again. Trusting Lewandowski with his feet. He's able to pick up good chunk of yardage there.
First down.
And it was a Bearcat first down. Lewandowski really making some magic happen with his feet so far today. That's a 12-yard run after he was pushed out of bounds. Lewandowski, 9 rushes for 48 yards so far today. As Geneva calls a timeout, with 1:45 remaining in the game, ball is on the opponent's 16-yard line with a Bearcat first down.
Lewandowski going to have to be really smart with the ball here. Not trying to force it. And try and get some points here. Field goal, at least. Try and hit the lead here. We've seen how explosive this Geneva offense can be in the run and pass game, especially on a kickoff situation or a punt situation.
Yeah, they'd love to have one of their big name guys make a play here. Reed Gordon, Gabe Drexler, Alex Gonzalez. One of those guys has to step up here and make a big time play to keep St. Vincent off the board. St. Vincent hasn't scored since that field goal in the second quarter. Snap was muffed, but able to be picked up and gained a few yards there for St. Vincent.
Good awareness by Sanders after dropping that handoff. Able to get some positive yards there for the Bearcats.
That'll bring up second down now. Lewandowski electing to throw. Fakes the dump off. He'll find someone in the back of the end zone, and I think that ball was intercepted by Geneva. And that's exactly what happened. Geneva intercepted that ball, intended for a receiver in the back of the end zone. I said they needed to make a big play to keep St. Vincent off the board, and that's exactly what happened right there.
Unfortunate play there for Lewandowski. Trying to make something happen in the air. Trying to force it to the back of the end zone. Credit to the Geneva player.
Yeah.
DB there making a great play.
Cameron Smith with the pickoff on Lewandowski. Really just watched him the entire time. Able to haul that in the back of the back right pylon. And they'll just run the ball up the gut.
Bearcats still with their timeouts.
Timing out. Same.
Yep, St. Vincent takes one of their first timeouts here.
They can make a stop here.
Timeout.
They can maybe get one more chance at tying this game up.
Yeah. Any first down here for Geneva pretty much gets this game out of striking range for St. Vincent. So we'll see what happens here.
But
you got to think they'll just go with those chunk run plays that help them get to this point.
Exactly. This Bearcat defense making some big plays so far in this game. And this offense for Geneva has also been very careless with the ball so far. So much still to play for with 1:06 left in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of fumbles. Ball security has been a big issue for this Geneva offense. You got to think they're going to be holding it a little extra tight right now. Whistle is blown to stop the tackle.
Brought down by a swarm of Bearcats. Third down.
This will bring up third down now for Geneva, as St. Vincent uses their third and final timeout to stop this clock at exactly 1 minute.
Coach DeMarco there yelling at the referees, saying that his players were still pushing forward, getting more yards before the refs blew that whistle dead.
It was a 3-yard gain there from Liam Gibson, brought down by Kyle Murray and Keyshawn Davis. Bearcats getting credit for the tackles.
Third and 4 on the 26-yard line of Geneva with 1 minute left. Geneva leading 16-13 in the fourth quarter. Bearcats need to make a big stop here. This first down by Geneva could seal the game.
Just 4 yards here needed for this Geneva.
And Geneva does not get it.
Carry down by Fred. Fourth down.
It's going to bring
No,
up
they
fourth
will not.
down. Bearcats out of timeouts.
They'll just let the clock go as long as they can to they don't mind taking a penalty here and punting this ball away to the Bearcats.
Bring it down all the way to about 12 seconds. 15 seconds left in the game.
Geneva.
A win here will definitely help Geneva, giving them some momentum
Their
in the
final
second half.
timeout.
Both of these teams so far with just one win on the season. We knew this was going to be a close, hard-fought battle, but bearing any heroics, Geneva will walk away on this homecoming weekend with a win here at St. Vincent.
Fans, as a reminder, call it once again. They'll treat these special performance immediately following the expectations. Please remain off of the field while the band performs. Thank you.
Bearcats will get ready to receive just one returner here for St. Vincent. It'll be who other than Keegan O'Brien, who helped the Bearcats get their only touchdown of the game. He'll boot it away, right in the face of
7 seconds left.
Gonna need something big to happen here.
Eagles punt is down at the 49-yard line.
They are in the opponent's territory, so they need either a touchdown or a long pass completion, and the receiver absolutely has to get out of bounds. We'll see what happens. Better field position than I would have expected. The
referee's deliberating something.
Yeah, maybe O'Brien touched the ball at some point. Maybe that's what the defenders are arguing here. Not sure.
Alfred, feel bad. Oh, just deflected. First touching. Illegal touching.
No penalty for the for illegal touching. I guess that's what the refs were discussing there.
So they bring the ball to where Geneva's players first touched it. Lewandowski.
In the backfield with Sanders. They'll have all their safeties back there. Lewandowski needs something here. Looking for anything. He's going deep. And the ball is tipped up. And the Bearcat receiver unable to haul it in. That will bring us to the end of today's matchup against St. Vincent College Bearcats versus the Geneva Golden Tornadoes. As the clock hits triple zeros, and final score was Geneva 16, Bearcats 13.
And as the game comes to a close here, stick around as in a few minutes, WSVC will be going live with Asking the Alumni podcast at the St. Vincent Homecoming Campus Life Fair. We will see you then. This is WSVC signing off.